In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a timer or use time to make things happen. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to create a variable at the top of your screen in global called time, and we'll set that variable equal to 0. And we know that draw refreshes on a regular basis here. It's a loop, right? So if we said something like time inside draw, time equals time plus 1, and then if we use the text command to go ahead and print time on the screen at a random x and y position here, 500, 300, we can go ahead and see that every time draw refreshes, time goes ahead and adds to itself. But this isn't actually a consistent unit of time. That's just a refresh rate. However, if we were to change this to time equals millis, parenthesis, parenthesis, millis is this internal variable, this internal clock that's directly related to the amount of milliseconds that the program has been running for. So now we have time equals milliseconds, and what you're looking at now is an actual consistent amount of milliseconds that the program has been running for. Now if we were to create a couple more variables, let's say var milliseconds equals 0, var seconds equals 0, we could do something like, instead of time equals millis, we could say milliseconds equals millis, seconds equals milliseconds divided by 1,000, and we could print seconds instead of time in our text command. So now you can go ahead and see the amount of seconds that your program's been running for. Now if you want to kind of simplify this and just show the first increment, so just like 1, 2, 3, 4, that is called an integer, and you can do what's called a conversion. So if we put int parenthesis seconds inside our text command here, we just converted seconds to an integer. So now it's going to show just the amount of seconds that your program's been running. And inside my reference guide, I go over all the different conversions that you can go ahead and use inside this reference guide here on my website. Now that we have this timer, let's say we don't want to count up timer, we want to count down timer. Well, we can use this time variable that we have laying around to do something like time equals however many seconds you want on the clock, so let's say 30 seconds on the clock, minus seconds. And then we can print time. So now it's going to be a countdown timer from 30, or whatever number you want. So whatever number you want to start with. 35 makes no difference. We can do 5, 4, etc. Let's do 3. And let's make something happen when we run out of time. So for example, up here, I'm going to change the background color. So right now the background's set to black. I can say if time is less than or equal to 0, so you ran out of time, background can be set to red, 255, 0, 0, else we'll keep it black like it is now. And let's see, so from 3 seconds, once we run out of time, it goes to 0, like so. And you can use time as an increment or anything you'd like in your programs in various different situations here.